Welcome back to Dr. Reed the Puddle. Today we're going to do a cast aluminum repair on this golf ball cleaning reservoir. As you can see, over many years of cleaning golf balls, the bottom has broken out. So for cast aluminum, we're going to do some special prep on the material and get it prepared to clean. So remember, anytime we're welding cast aluminum, we have to, number one, degrease it first. Get all the oil, paint, any contaminations on that material, remove it. It has to be gone. Number two, a good clean stainless steel wire brush. Do not use a grinder. Do not use even sometimes your files will be contaminated with grease or steel. We want a designated stainless steel brush for your aluminum welding. So before we weld, I've broken away all of the damaged material. We are going to brush the surface and get as much of the contamination off as we can. There is a lot of crud on cast just naturally. In the casting process, they use a sand or some kind of silica, and that'll actually get inside the casting. So we want to remove as much of that as possible. And once it's removed, we will be using a 4043 filler wire. Why 4043? 4043 is very fluid. It's going to bite into the grain of that casting and really help to seal it, especially if you're holding oil, you're holding water, you're holding air pressure. We need that silicone that's in that 4043 wire to bite in that casting. So I'm going to get my welding leathers on, my helmet, and we're going to weld this casting up. I'll be right back. Okay, so today we're going to be using a Lincoln Precision TIG 375. We have it set up for TIG welding on AC. We have our balance controlled set right at about 50%. So 50% of that time will be in the DC positive, 50% of that time will be in the DC negative. The reason we run a balanced arc on cast iron is it helps to clean some of the impurities out of that aluminum casting. That aluminum casting, like I mentioned, is very dirty. When we spend more time in the DC positive through cathodic bombardment, those positive ions hit that aluminum, break off any surface impurities or aluminum oxide, and allows that weld to become cleaner and more fluid, less scuzzy from that casting. So I'm going to get set up to weld. I'll be right back. There it is. All right. After trying to get that epoxy out of that joint, we had no luck. So I had to abandon the patching of it the standard way, where we just build it up and then finish it off that way. And I actually patched this one. So now what we're going to do, here's another one that's got some damage on it and a crack, and I'm just going to do some build-up passes over this one to fix this one so it doesn't leak. So we'll knock that one out real quick. All right, here we go. We'll do some build-up passes and hopefully seal this off. Nope. There's some epoxy there. If you look at that purple color there, that's the epoxy boiling out. So this one may need the same fate. Let's see what we can do here. No. That's got to be patched. Same thing. There is epoxy in it. Well, my video started out how to repair cast aluminum. As I got into the second one, I noticed there was just as much epoxy in this one as there was in this one. So instead of an instructional video on how to repair cast aluminum, this is a video why we never use epoxy on anything. JB Weld doesn't weld anything, it glues it together.